Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. So here we are over by the Wolf's Lair, and that tree snapped off up there. As you can see, it did take out part of the gutter on this side. The other side is fine. So we'll have to reattach that. But so this is a thing that I have to clean up. Now I'm going to work on the road first, to be honest with you, as far as cleanup goes, because this is not a priority. So I will be getting this squared away though as well. But we do have more snow, and I wanted to show you this. So I cleaned off probably 3 to 4 inches of snow off of the solar panels. Okay, there's been obviously you can see it's snowing again right now, but this is a solid block of ice. I could clean this off, and there's like just a dusting on top of the ice right now. But this is probably, if you looked at that, probably about 4 inches of solid ice on these panels right now. So we are not going to be getting any power from the solar panels for any time soon because of that. And that's, it is what it is. I did run the generator earlier today, and that was fine, and everything was good that way. Just changed the oil in the generator because I knew it was down. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to walk down. We're going to look at Dave's place. We're going to look at Cheryl's, Johnson's, and Roy's, and kind of get an idea of what we're looking at that way. And you can see here that clothesline is just loaded with ice as well. This branch came down here. There's another branch there, and so those are down. And you can see these trees here, they're hanging, but it doesn't appear that Dave has had any issues. We'll look around the back side of here with his place, which is good. We're going to look on the back side of here in a moment. Yeah, so he's good. There's no issues with Dave's place at all, so that's a good thing. We're going to walk down. Obviously, Cheryl's place, there's no trees near her place. So we're going to go over here and check this out. We got really lucky with that branch that came down, that tree that snapped by the Wolf's Lair, that we got minimal damage with that. Now look at these pine trees, guys. They're snapped a lot. And so obviously Cheryl's place is fine. There's no issues there. So we're going to walk on the back side here and check out Johnson's and make sure everything is okay. But you can see a lot of branches have snapped off with this pine. Both of these all 3 of the pine trees completely snapped off. So that will have to be cleaned up later on. We'll dump them in the woods. But it appears that Johnson's place looks okay. We'll look on the back side here in a moment. And then we'll take a walk down over by Roy's, and we'll see what that looks like. That's Roy's and Mark's are the 2 that I'm really more concerned about than anything else. And actually the back side of that looks pretty good. There are some trees hanging obviously here. These need to be cleaned up anyway come spring. I think that Johnson needs to get these all trimmed up. But right now that looks okay. No damage that way. So now we're going to take a walk down over here, and I already see a tree down on the way down to Roy's place. We're going to see if there's any problems down there with his place. Like I said, Roy's and Mark's are the 2 that are really into the woods. So those would be the 2 spots that I would be more concerned about than anywhere else. But you can see these trees here hanging over. And this one is definitely down. Let's see. All right, we're not going all the way down there, obviously, because this tree's in the way and that's down. But it looks okay for Roy's place. There doesn't look to be any issues that way, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so hold on one second, guys. I'm going to set this down for a moment. But yeah, we're still getting snow, and so that's you know, part of that. And but other than this tree here, it doesn't appear. It appears there's a couple trees leaning, but they're not close to the building. Obviously, not going to affect his chimney, which is what, you know. Obviously, that's always going to be a concern. It looks like everything is good there. So that's a good thing. Just one of those kind of things. I mean, right now we're, you know, we got this. It hasn't stopped yet. I mean, they were saying that the snow was going to stop, and it hasn't stopped yet. But that's kind of, you know, par for the course, I guess, right? Just one of those things that we're dealing with. But obviously, this will have to be cleaned up as well before Roy comes back. And there we go. Okay. I had to use the bathroom, so that's why I set you guys down. But so anyway, this tree here is down. There's a tree hanging there, but it's not anywhere near his building. Everything else looks okay. There's a tree right there, sort of on the corner, but other than that, it's not a big deal. So everything looks good. So those buildings are all okay, which is important. We have to make sure everybody's building is in good shape. Yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, you can still see the ice. If you're looking at the trees right there, the ice is really, really heavy on the trees. And then you got the snow coming down on top of it, which adds more weight, which causes obviously problems. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. Everything at that part so far looks good. Johnson's is good, Cheryl's is good, Dave's place is good, and Roy's place looks good as well. So that's where we're at. All right, I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.